Yes, indeed. Thank you so much to Alexander Desk. And here we go. Nuke going to be coming up. Vitality starting on the CT side. We've got dualies.
Yes.
Absolute crime. It's going to be Saibu to go down first after getting a kill. He actually got a kill with the dualies, Moses.
He's going to save the day, baby. He's in the bomb site. There's no pressuring these dualies. And look at him. Everyone's scared. They're holding back. The sound of two guns and one man's hands is just too powerful. And see, they have to get the flank. They can't go towards him.
They're scared they might catch something. It might be contagious. I think that's why they're leaving this whole area. Oh, Alu, what a flank coming in. The dualies, they can't win it. Oh, no!
Oh, yes! What a god. What a god. Here we go. Apex. 2 kills with 2 guns. Sergey's going to get the flank. And actually, they're both down. Sergey's got to hurry up and help his teammate out. Apex is very, very low. This should be a near impossible defuse situation unless they can get one incredible, very fast kill.
Yeah, they're really in a tough spot right now. There's the USP on X7 as well. That's going to make things a little bit worse. In fact, Sergey sneaking in from behind the dualies, finally put to rest, hopefully forever. And now it's going to be MBK in a 1 versus 2. Does have the kit, but, you know, he's completely locked in. I don't think it's even possible to win this, no matter who you are. Save the kit, save the armor, and just run away. That is a better choice. And some parting shots there. That's going to be ENCE picking up the pistol round in a good fashion.
Oh, here comes the challenge, and he does go down right at the end. Sergey was on the hunt the whole way. Listen, I think those dualies would have won the round if he had more teammates survive. You know, they're great. They're not miracle workers, Anders.
What will take? What do we have to? What has to happen before we can finally put the dualie conversation to rest?
I don't know. What's it going to take for you to stop telling me every single floor you can spam through?
That's different. Hold on.
This has gone in a direction I did not want it to go. Well, Vitality going to lose the pistol, which is great news for ENCE. Like, 2 top 5 teams, you want to see some life out of ENCE. You can't, like this... I mean, it holds true for both teams, right? The way you look at it. You can't just lose a BO1 and then the first BO3 you get into and get eliminated in last place at one of the biggest events, or second to last place, whatever it might be.
Look at this Saibu, he's behind them with the knife in the vents. Do they realize? I think they saw that. Hold on, one of these is not like the other. Someone's wearing the wrong uniform in this bush. And well, that's going to be it. That was actually brilliant. He really tried to blend in. He was like, hey guys, I'm in on this rush.
Yeah.
Let's go B.
I'm part of the cool kids. Yeah, I want to be like you guys.
I can't remember, I don't know who it was, but someone turned around and said, wait, hold on.
That's when he wishes he had a Zeus at any one of those points. What's up with all the knives this event so far? Tarek had one last night as well.
Yeah, who else had the knife? I'm trying to think.
Shut up.
something did go on there.
Yeah, there was something. Well, he's got the op now. No knives for ZywOo. Utility being thrown towards Mini. Everyone patient, and Vitality has to be very cautious of how they use their nades. This is a round where ENCE has a lot of advantages in terms of their tactics and what they have to use. Some pressure, some utility being thrown towards the upper bomb site, but ramp room, NBK is going to be the first defender to make contact, and he's got the first. Good damage onto Sergey, but ramp room is opened up.
Ooh, Saibu, I was going to say, that is so dangerous, getting close to that corner. Timing is unbelievable from RPK against the like CB. Really did not stand a chance with the grenade in hand. So it's back to a 3-on-3. Aerial, though, sneaking in and catching Saibu. Don't get to see that too often. Now RPK on the bomb side alone, and that did not even get close to being a kill. And Alex, he's trapped down here. I don't think he can make it up.
Yeah, it's got to be a matter of time. He's got so many angles to clear, and yeah, Sergey's just going to finish him off. That play, you could see, ZywOo just had no concept. The call was that, you know, NBK gets taken down, Molotov forces ZywOo away. No information. At that point, Vitality's thinking that ENCE is committing to the lower bomb site, and that one little lurk outside is just like, oh, he's got free kills all day. Because they're in their head, Vitality's saying, we got to start getting down vents, we got to start making sure lobby is secure so we can have the rotation or a flank if we want it. No one's really paying attention to the outside portion of the map.
But that second, so RPK got the one in Mini, and then he turned towards Hut, and I would have said, that's an easy kill for RPK. Those are the sort of things where I'm like, he can't keep, like, normally, I'd say he'd get both those kills, no problem, and then they probably win the round.
Yeah, just a missed shot, perhaps.
Yeah, but I'm just seeing that too much out of him. That's my, and I wouldn't normally expect it. Like, I really do think he's such a consistent player, but it's been a while now where it's It's like
lackluster.
Yeah, to me it really feels like this Vitality team as a whole is like it has a good composition. It works well, but it's like his role in the team somehow isn't like what it could be.
I think he has. I think you're right. I think there is a good composition. I think RPK is a great player on paper for that role. I think it might just be something where like an individual level is literally just not where he wants it to be, because that's what he's known for, being a bomb site anchor, right? And you want to put him in that upper bomb site, and that is the kill you'd expect out of your bomb site anchor to be able to transfer over. And missed shots are going to happen, but you're right, maybe a little too often. Alexi brought down very low, even in a kill. It's his first of the round, and RPK, there's the utility. He does finish off that frag, and actually Apex still alive. He's got an AK-47 now. He can turn the tides. 1 versus 2, into the hut we go, and Alu just gets very aggressive on it. 4-0 lead for ENCE. Starting to get a bit scrappy, though.
Sure, taking some rifles away, 3 of them in that round there for ENCE that they have to rebuy. Vitality with another chance to pick up rifles, though, and, you know, probably do need to convert this one into a win. Otherwise, the Finnish team is going to be really running away the first half quickly.
Which we always knew was a very real possibility with this ENCE team. Very, very good. Nuke players, or Nuke team, I should say. And as you mentioned, so is Vitality. They've got a solid record on this map as well. But yeah, here we go. Alu, oh, he's going to go quick. And actually, that makes things easy. Defense is down. He's got the backstab as well. He now knows where RPK is. No chance to follow up on that kill. And ZywOo, you need to back away.
Yes.
You cannot swing out and take that fight. It's time to save very early on. And what a knockout punch for ENCE.
Kind of a little bit reminiscent of how Vitality were playing on the T side of Overpass. Just getting into positions very quickly before anyone sort of even can say, oh, hold on, you know, they're coming through mini the first 10 seconds of the round. That seems unreasonable, because I'm just trying to hold, you know, hut and squeak door. So well done.
That's a couple times now. I mean, you know, ENCE using outside to really open up bomb sites and win them rounds, but it's usually just been one player. We're not seeing that massive amount of bodies. You know, normally there's this priority on, you know, the kind of Astralis way and their dominant run on this map. Make sure you can establish the fact that when you send 3 to 4 players outside, you have success there, and then you can build strategies off of that success. Here it's ENCE not saying, we're not going to take this over with 3-4 people, but we're going to have one lurker out here. We're going to have one guy who's just biding his time, who's able to kind of play for himself and pick and choose his timing and when to attack.
So 5-0 in favor of ENCE. Great start here to the second map. Obviously, hopeful that they can push us on to Inferno as the final map.
I would love that.
That is a tradition.
It is a tradition. We mentioned, I think we talked about this in France. Inferno should just be the default third map.
Yeah, you don't have a choice. You have to.
You have to play Inferno.
Like you could maybe something like.
MIBR fans everywhere start screaming.
Yeah, no.
Please.
Like you can pick whatever map you want, but if you pick Inferno, then it automatically gets pushed to the back. It's just always the third one.
Or we add like just like a $50,000 prize for the map.
Oh yeah.
Like just give them some incentive.
If you pick it, then prize pool increases. Yeah, good idea.
This map of Inferno brought to you by Mountain Dew and Game Fuel.
There we go, Moses. That's the real idea. Get the sponsors in on it. Round number 6 now coming up. Vitality with a tactical timeout. We've got the auto shotgun on NBK. We've got the AWP on ZywOo. They really have a lot of the tools here, but they have to put them into use as well.
There's that auto shotgun in ramp room.
Yeah. Shout out to Jax.
Shout out to Jax. NBK trying to do his best impression.
Probably feeling a bit nervous behind that smoke. But if they come through at the wrong time, we've seen how great that can be.
This is the thing with this shotgun is you almost, it's not even a big deal that there's no smoke there, because in a way you kind of want them to come towards that, right?
Yeah.
It's almost like it's a very weird contrast, because you want the same thing with the AWP.
They are going to show up at the corner, make it a bit of noise. MBK, is he going to be ready? He gets the first, second as well. More coming in, almost could have been the third. That would have been, well, we've seen it before, but still, what a defense here. 2 versus 4. That is, again, I think it's the sound that does it as well, you know?
It's so powerful. A small gap in that smoke, so Apex can get a bit of information over the top corner, but the bomb will get planted. Alu is making a play. Wants to transfer out to the AK-47, be a little bit more versatile in this retake attempt. Oh, Jesus, there he goes. AK are off, it doesn't matter whatsoever. You are gonna get a single shot up at X7. Behind the silo, he's found 2, and if he could have converted that on RPK, I think he still would have gone down to ZywOo, who is coordinating that peak very well, but it got interesting. And Vitality finally on the board.
Yeah, that was from a 2-on-4 into a 1-on-2 there. So from Vitality's point of view, that kind of is a little bit of an issue, right? Like, they finally went around, but it's only 2 people surviving. It could have been a lot more, I reckon. So great job. I mean, this double grenade is great, but X7 really making it hard on them.
He had 100 HP before those 2 nades.
Yeah.
I think one of them hit him and brought him down to like 98, and then the explosions just took him out. Which you don't see 2 like perfect nades like that very often.
Not
it's
like that.
It's not an easy thing to pull off.
Yeah, that looked. That's probably the only time it's gonna work that well, isn't it?
1 to 5. Vitality not with a whole lot of money in the bank. This time there's no pressure coming from outside. This looks like a delayed hit in the upper bomb site for ENCE. They're just waiting for the smokes to subside. Perfectly timed flashbang. MBK blinded. RPK alone in the bomb site. We mentioned he's the anchor. He gets 2. And here's Alex coming in, dropping down as well. And now the pinch from Mini. And Vitality have somehow held on to it. And they are fired up.
What's wrong with Alex? Why is he doing that? I actually would love to see that from the ENCE player's point of view. Like, down on the low ground, if we can get that replay, I'd be very happy. Because that must have just looked so dumb. In his mind, he must have been thinking, like, why is he just...
I think he's just trying to hit a timing on when he can come in to help RPK, right? Like, he knows like, if you lose that upper bomb site, it gets so difficult because then they string Molotovs and they string the smoke. So if you can actually rotate and get there fast enough and get involved in the action, that's how you hold on to it.
But normally, surely you stay on the rafters and you look down. Like, you don't just, like, tumble off the ledge.
Yeah, there was a smoke up there when he made the play, so maybe a misstep, but also maybe just doing whatever he can to get into the site with RPK. But it looked cool. It's like an action movie.
It looked very cool.
Yeah, how many times have you seen Rambo do that?
Yeah, maybe if he had like one of those, you know, bouldering safety lines or something, he could have like rappelled down the side of the, you know, they actually do that, don't they, the SWAT team? So maybe there could have been something like that.
You've been playing like Rainbow Six or something recently?
I actually haven't, but I've, yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That's how it should be.
That was a joke. Please don't bring rappelling lines into Counter-Strike.
We do have to make that, you know, just disclaimer. Don't need that.
3-man defense outside. ZywOo's got point with the ult. Can disappear after this, and the beautiful thing about that kill is they have no idea Alex is here. They probably would imagine, I don't think Alu checks this. He's saying, oh, there's an op and he's falling back, and the trigger discipline is there, but no one else follows up. 3 on 5 in the favor of Vitality. Now about to string what looks to be a 3rd round in a row, but Sergey's got something to say about it. He tries to gain a little more off that opening pick. Trying to just straight up win the round with that play.
I mean, that was a nice check for Sergey, but Alexiv forced out by the Molotov. Almost got the kill on Alex somehow. Now it's on to X7 again. Could still be annoying if he gets a lot of kills here like he did the last time. He's been found out and waiting for him right there. It's going to be ZywOo. So you're right, 3 in a row for Vitality, kind of turning it around a little bit.
And building up money with players surviving. They've had 4 players survive that, 3 in the previous. So that's got to make them quite happy for the ENCE side of things. The losing bonus is building up, but they don't have a whole lot of cash to spend in this round. Maybe some small upgrades of pistols, but might have to just sit one out with weaker weaponry and wait till you can get those AKs back on the board. And it seems like Vitality have maybe out of that timeout just kind of said we need to put a stop to whatever they're doing outside, even if it's just 1 player, even if it's just 2 players. Let's just make sure we put an end to it.
Yeah, I mean, they do need to, right? Because if it's going to be some of those speedy A pushes, oh, it looked like actually they could have tried to get down there, but they're going to be running onto the A site instead. RPK holding on to it well enough. That's going to be the 3rd kill. That's what we do like to see. No bomb plant here. But yeah, I was going to say, even if you win some of those early A fights as they're coming out through Squeak Door and Hut, if that last player is coming through Mini, then it sort of cancels it all out in some ways. So I agree, they do need to take care of that.
That was good, though, from Vitality, and even ENCE got everything they could have possibly wanted. You hear Apex break the vent and drop down. You think that's perfect for a 4-man hit outdoor. RPK standing in your way still, though.
not bad at all. So RPK up to 11, actually leading the board right now. That was kind of my one condition for Vitality really starting to pick it up. Outside fight again being won, and actually that's a follow-up and a half for MBK. He was really low on health, and he still gets X7. Now a 5-on-3, and ZywOo quick as ever. It'll never get boring watching him do these things. Apex does go down, but just not enough. Alu out here in a 1 versus 4, and that's going to tie up the scoreline probably.
I think we gotta see a timeout come from the ENCE side of things before their next buy. This has been a complete reversal of fortunes.
It has, which they really cannot afford. Again, this is an elimination game. They lost the first map.
Yeah, I mean, it's elimination match, obviously, and it's just an elimination map for ENCE. They cannot lose a single one. Good kill from Alu, but no real chance of winning the round, especially with just 2 HP. It would be an insane... That would be like the straight-up Alu level clutch.
Yeah, if he could... I mean, if he had the bomb, that would be such a different scenario. But the time and the fact that he has to go and pick up the bomb means it's not going to happen.
And now that he has to go up vents.
Doesn't make it easier, does it?
RPK, 12-7, 101 ADR. Had the benefit of the eco round coming towards him to help bolster that. I don't know how he did not hear Alu coming up the vents.
Yeah, it's all very confusing. The time here is what Vitality... that's all they need to say. Just think about the time, then there should be no way. Alu can't even make it onto the site, and it's going to be NBK to take him down in the last couple of seconds. Triple as well for NBK. But yeah, that was kind of, again, a little bit more expensive. 2 kills after that 1 versus 4. But it's all tied up. 5-5. And let's just see. See, he gets so dinked, and he still finds that one.
That's a really, really incredible defense, actually, from NBK. Well played. CT side starting to build a creek in the hands of NBK now. AWP still with ZywOo. Double Molotovs outside to prevent the smoke wall, and it looks like it's going to work. And now this becomes a really dangerous prospect. They got to put the late smoke. That's something they would love to use to help get the bomb plant. There's a gap in it anyways because of all the Molotovs. Well done from Vitality. That's going to make you nervous if you're ENCE and you want to go to one of those like typical long plays. If they're going to be throwing those Molotov, that makes you feel much less secure in trying to cross. Aerial's the only one left. And most of his damage is coming right through the door.
There was a bit of a gap, wasn't there?
There was a massive gap in that. And they even plugged one of the holes. It's the other one that got them killed.
Yeah, you want to be careful about that. Could it be the round lead now in favor of the French? 6-5. And a little bit of a timeout now being called.
Good. As we mentioned, they really need it. They're going to have to figure this one out and kind of come up with some kind of an adjustment. The last time these teams played on this map actually was back at Summit. ENCE took that 16-9. They got 6 rounds on their T side. They're sitting at 5 right now, and it was a 10-0 run on their defense for ENCE.
Okay, well that's encouraging.
Yeah, that makes you feel a little bit better if you're an ENCE fan, I think.
Knowing that there could be a powerful second half coming up if everything stays the same. Although that tweet that Duncan just had earlier on the screen, which is the org change, obviously now defensively, that could make a big difference. Hard to know how that's going to impact ENCE.
Oh, absolutely. It's kind of hard to know how that's going to impact every team. I think that's a big point of conversation, especially because the Krieg is still so incredibly strong.
Yeah. This time they wait for the Molotov to disappear. They have the wall.
Nice adjustment.
No gaps.
2 players downstairs already. 3 players towards ramp room. A pinch, a split. But have they accounted for ZywOo? That flashbang does absolutely nothing. This is a position you'd imagine he can at least get 1. Molotov to delay. Meanwhile, the ramp hit is going to be the point of the attack. There's 2 players here, though. It's a crossroad. That's a huge kill for X7 jumping in. He is dinked. ZywOo gets 1, meanwhile, in secret, but NBK, it doesn't matter. He's holding onto ramp so well into a 2-on-2.
Yeah, he got that shot earlier on X7 as well, so that could have definitely been another triple defense there for NBK, but bomb is down now, and there is Molotov just put out there. They do have another one as well on aerial. RPK just charging on in. He knows where one of the players is. It's going to be the HE grenade. RPK not really happy about that, but will return the favor. And now Apex. Oh, it's going to be RPK instead. Apex going down. And now aerial on that side. There is a smoke on RPK, so could just smoke up the bomb and try and force the fight very early on. He's just going to sit down inside of it. Does have the kit, but tries to fake it a single time. Now he's back on the bomb and not guessing the correct angle. Aerial, he's got the wrong idea, and that's going to be a defuse. That is stone cold out of RPK.
I can't believe he just stuck that inside the smoke. He had a lot of time to play with it, and a good decision as well. You could have smoked off the doors, but that would make you available for the windows. So
yeah,
dropping it right on the bomb. Perfect play from RPK. Although he was right on the edge of his own smoke. I thought he was going to get found out. That could have been a bit deeper in that smoke.
I actually think that's what completely threw him off, because to me it looked like he was going to be so near the edge that he could have
been seen, like an ankle, show a little leg. It is summer after all. Get that warm weather gear out of the closet. Here we go. Alexi B into the vents we go. He's got the MAC-10. Okay.
What's happening?
This is awesome. I think everyone saw Kerrigan do this on Nuke. Remember when he just rushed in and went up the ladder? They're like, listen, we can do that. We can come up with some variation.
They might have heard. But still, he's just going to keep going. And now they're trying to make their way down. This is going to be so confusing.
This flank the problem with it is this flank takes such a long time to have impact. Yeah, you have information, which is super helpful, but it's going to be a while before he can get involved in the action because he's going to be cautious.
Oh no, you don't want to be here to, CC is out instead. Saiwu knows they're all going to be coming. Smoker's up there, and he's got a little bit of backup behind him. That's Alex, but he's gone down, and now there's the first shot coming through. Saiwu now out with the AWP. They're right on top of the no-scope, not going to connect. NBK, though, did get a kill on Sergey. And Alexi, he burns inside of Aerial's Molotov, and NBK busting out the door. And that's going to leave Alu in a 1 versus 3. He takes down Apex, but there is a lot more work to be done. The bomb is on the other side. He has to run through this. That's the only choice, and he knows that is not going to happen. Vitality will pick up the round, make that 8 in a row.
Oh,
what happened with the Molotov?
Miscommunication. They're throwing that Molotov in. It probably comes out while Zaiwu is still alive, or it's probably being primed and thrown. And it doesn't come in that he falls quick enough. And then the player who actually takes him out has low HP, drops in, and the Molotov just burns him out. If that made sense. I feel like it made that more complicated. Essentially, he comes in, the Molotov's already on its way by the time he drops, and he can't get out in time.
Oh no, we know the Finns like the sauna, but that was way too much.
That was way too much. Well done. You're 2 for 2 on the day. I'm very impressed.
I like saunas too. Or one at the hotel if you want to go.
Yeah, I'm in.
NBK is down and out. He actually had a pretty bad start to this game, but he really made up for it. He's been playing really well the last couple of rounds. This time, he gets shot down, nearly a double for Apex, but he's going to get cancelled out by Alexi B, and ENCE looking like they cannot possibly lose this round. Saiwu, no one even going to try and fight him. And I say, leave him alone, Don't give him any fights. It's just not worth it.
I think you save now if you're Zaiwu. Actually, NBK has money to drop over to Alex, so you could actually go for this if you wanted to.
Just wait and jump in and defuse.
Ooh, go for the ninja. He does have a smoke. I think that might be the play. Oh, nope. It's a little bit late now. He's been spotted.
Now it's not a good idea.
Yeah, now it's impossible, actually.
I mean, actually, it was never a good idea, but now it's especially not a good idea.
It was the only idea, really. Doesn't matter if it's good or not. NBK over 10K. He'll drop over.
I feel like you're not going to be able to do that after winning 8 rounds in a row, because they're going to be so scared about, actually winning the round. But if you lost, if they're winning a lot and they're just so hungry to hunt frags and they're just so they're like, we're winning, it's great, guys, let's find him.
Chase after.
That's usually the kind of mentality you need to be able to pull that off. 8-6 though.
Well, the one thing that I noticed that really hurts that I was not able to save that off is kits. Only 1 on Alex, and now they're playing in a 4-on-5. Remember, ENCE only needed 6 on the T side to beat Vitality last time. They would love to have a 7th, especially considering Vitality was on an 8-0 run at one point, just prior to the last round victory.
Can't really complain about that, can you? Go on an 8-round victory. That's pretty good.
It's not too shabby, you're right. Alex in this position. Last time it was Alu who experienced this, and he didn't check. We'll see if Aerial perhaps is a little bit more aware of the possibility. What's crazy? Oh, he is. And look at Zaiwu getting aggressive. He loves that. Alu holding the angle, not fast enough, not precise enough to handle the ult.
MBK opening. That's actually just a pre-fire from Sergey. He read that very well. 2 on 3, favoring ENCE. They could pick up a 7th round, and The stat that you quoted earlier about how they play last time around, definitely, I mean, that could be big here for them.
Ariel's still outside. Ariel can make a decision, and you can see Zywoo just came up the vents to double check and make sure that he was safe before dropping back in, but there's a timer on this, and depending on how Ariel plays it, he could have the perfect backstab. Zywoo's just got to watch his flank while RPK comes in from ramp.
Yeah, I think he made that noise Zywoo almost intentionally to try and bait it out for Ariel to come in there, but RPK is going to be going down. Zywoo gets the one, tries to take the shot through the floor. He's really looking for it, but he's running out of time, and he's going to go down to Sergey. Good run at the end here for ENCE, making it 8-7 overall, and that's going to be the first half done. We're going to go back with the second half right after the break, so stay with us.
Welcome to the war game.
You're no ally of mine. Your life is a kind of lie, and I know that I won't change your mind. We have no common ground, and we're never gonna figure it out. So don't get friendly, get angry. I'll bury you down by the bar. So don't reach out, and I mean that. I'm under siege, and I need you to see that. You're on one side, I'm on another, and we will wage war upon each other. I'm no angel, you're not either. I'm out of fever, which you're at a leisurely pace. Unscathed and unafraid. A warm welcome to the war game.
And we are back here. Second half, second map here is an elimination game at ESL 1 Cologne. And we've got Vitality, we've got ENCE. One of these two teams going home at the end of this best of three. Only real question right now is it going to be ENCE losing this map, or are we going to have a third one, which would be Inferno?
Well, this is kind of cool, because these two teams, last time I played this, ENCE 10-0'd them on the CT side, and that was at Summit. So you get to see the trajectory of both teams and how they've maybe improved or actually fallen prey on this map. Early defense.
Wow.
Yeah, everything according to plan for ENCE. It's all starting off well. That CZ up top of Hut is a deadly beast. But if he had the dualies, he probably would have 4 kills by now.
Shut up. We've had one round where somebody got like 2 kills with them, and that's like over the last 20 times that somebody tried them.
Listen, all it takes is that first step.
Yeah, like it's like a hit. It's like a best kept secret.
All I'm gonna say is at one point in Counter-Strike history, someone said, "What are these idiots doing buying pistol armor on the second round?"
Someone did say that. I actually remember when we started talking about it. Like, oh, yeah, what is it doing? Anyway, what flashed RPK? Was it a team flash? I kind of want to know, because that really, like, I think that would have made a difference.
Oh my
X7. Oh, this is what you dream of, isn't it? No armor and absolutely shutting them down. 3 kills with the MP9.
Oh, that's so beautiful. That nade, that utility damage. Oh, he's checking tab right now, and he's going to be so happy. He just skyrocketed. A beautiful nade. 8-9. ENCE with the lead. Yeah, that was a beefy nade, and obviously the SMG after that against no armor just chews them up. It's an easy cleanup. 1 round lead for the Finnish side.
See how they do now, what they're up against. A couple of Kriegs, a couple of AKs, and not even so bad on the grenade side there for Vitality. AWP on Alu though, and especially out here at the secret stairs, that is gonna make a big difference. Secret or Volcano? Shout out to Sal.
Shout out to Sal. Still around somewhere.
Oh, yeah, absolutely is. Someone who, in spite of his current occupation, probably never lose a love for Counter-Strike, in my opinion.
I don't think you ever lose the love for Counter-Strike.
No.
Alu is waiting for a timing to peek up, but the Molotov takes that away from him. This is an interesting way to put up a smoke wall for outside. Not really a smoke wall, like a tiered layer of smokes.
Yeah, there's a big variation on what we normally see.
Obviously designed to allow you to get aggressive in warehouse and over towards the windows as well. And they can actually split. This is going to be a tough defense. They're actually pressuring the defenders that would rotate over towards ramp room. So Alu's all alone, and he misses the shot. He was coming back. The communication is that the attack's coming from outside, so he has no idea ramp's about to be pressured. That's a really, really cool variation from Vitality. It's got him down low into the bomb site. It's got them a plant, but it's going to be tough to hold on to it. And RPK is traded off.
Still a 2-on-3 though, and there is a smoke on MBK, so maybe could block off one avenue of this retake. Going to be putting it over towards the doorway. That will actually keep one person locked out. A little bit of a fight there, but Sergey's going to be so quick coming through with a double, and that will be it. Triple overall in the round for him. Nicely done.
I thought that was a cool tactic. I kind of wish that it worked out a bit better. Obviously, that plant goes down, and there's Vitality can't find any good post-plant positions. They're kind of stuck in the open, stuck in spots that are available. The 2 different angles on this retake. Sergey just coming from the smoke. NBK thought he was safe, and kind of have to make those assumptions when you have a smoke in that choke point and you're disadvantaged by 1 player.
Hold on.
Yes.
I thought the door was the door blown off, or was it closed? Because that smoke went all the way into the room, and that's actually what I think allowed Sergey to run through, because if it lands in front of the door, like inside of the bomb site,
it's deeper.
It's so hard for him to run through, because like, I mean, he's not going to know where to look when he comes out, right? So, I don't know where the door went. I think MBK probably thought it was.
Might have been open. He could have just opened in the smoke as well. It might have been.
That's the thing. Like, if Sergey opened it for the, I mean, not that he could have necessarily known about the smoke, but if that's what happened, that would be such a freak accident. I would relish that.
Ooh, good spam through the smoke. Molotov damage onto NBK as well. Down to 5 HP. That nade, if he walks into it, oh, he's protected just a bit by the wall. Down to 2 HP.
How does it do 3 damage? Still not happy. NBK at all. He's by definition not happy, because somebody else.
The natural born killer with the Deagle, just spamming away. There's smoke towards Mini. Molotov deep into Mini. Molotov on top of Hut. All the flashbangs. That buys just a moment, but NBK was too low to take that fight. Alu's got one as well, and actually the split all across the map. That's 3 different fights at 3 different locations being taken by Vitality with weaker weaponry, and it's not panning out for him.
How did somebody as obviously, you know, kind and friendly as MBK come up with the name Natural Born Killer? This feels, you know.
Well, like most of us, he was probably very young when he came up with that.
That is true. Maybe there could be like, you know.
Would you have gone with an alias if you could choose now?
Yeah, I had an alias.
Did you?
Back in the day, yeah.
You didn't always just go, what was your alias? It's always the best question.
I used to be called Illusion. I thought that was cool.
Jesus.
I thought like, I think I was even like partly role playing. I was like, I'm so sneaky, and like something like that.
Well, here's a fun fact for you, Anders.
Yeah.
On this map, Vitality have 0 flash assists.
Yeah, you do need those. I mean, it does make everything easier. If you're shooting at people who can't see you, that is definitely a huge thumbs up in, you know, from a tactical point of view.
ENCE has 5.
Okay. So.
And in defense, those are the HLTV credited flash assists. They're not the Valve ones, which are a little bit more friendly and rewarding those assists.
I have to dig into that science at some point. I don't know what the difference is, but
I think it's the timing of how long you get credited for the assists.
It's like he saw one play. They force him out with a Molotov. That is a great combo, isn't it? Oh, and he gets that kill on Aerial. He sees absolutely everything. It's like he saw that player at the container and his mind just thought, oh, there must probably be somebody in secret. I don't really know how he knew, but...
Well, it's also, I mean, you designed to throw the Molotov in, and you could see because of that Molotov, we've seen it previously with Alu, there's a couple decisions you can make, right? You either fall back when the Molotov comes in, or it goes behind you and forces you forward, which is what ZywOo was waiting for. And now at 2-on-2, these are great recovery kills for ENCE.
I can't believe X7 checked that position. Alex hiding in lobby on top of the raft a little there. That's very unlikely, I feel. But he did. They have a smoke on Sergey. If they win this 2-on-4 back ends, that will really take them close to winning the map. What an achievement that would be. Now both of them out the door, and Sergey, he's gonna have a hard time retaking from this position. Surely someone's gonna see him. You see ZywOo, sneaking up on the stairs now, and he's so quick to take him down. 3rd kill for the French sniper already, and now X7 going to be in a 1 versus 2, trying to see if he can find a way to force someone into a fight. It's going to be RPK to win it against him. And Vitality picking up a round now in the second half here, 9-11.
That was just so good. Those 3 kills, obviously, the one helped out by the Molotov, forcing him in, immediately ready for the follow-up kill. You'll see it here, peering towards Mini, right around the edge of the smoke. Just spots the feet, just the toes.
Yeah, because obviously not literally, Moses, but there is obviously some sort of, you know, image recognition software running in your brain to recognize, you know, players when you play for a long time. But you need something, right? You need more details, right?
Yeah, like something's not right. Smoke grenades.
Couple of boots there, and you're like, oh, that's it. There's a player. Oh, yeah.
Smoke grenades don't normally have ankles.
Yeah. Yeah, you know those pictures you used to do as a kid in the magazines where they, like, you know, spot 5 differences and like 2 almost identical pictures?
Okay, yeah. You think he'd be good at those?
Yeah, I think he must, like, logically, he must be very good at those. Just immediately, like a savant of some kind, you know?
Okay. Either way, he's got him in a decent position. Within striking distance, this would be a huge round for Vitality to win. They really would love a reprieve of the economy. If ENCE gets wiped out here, if all 5 players fall, they'll have to go down to weaker weapons. They'll have to go down to very light utility, and that'll allow Vitality to maybe even tie this up. So a pretty big round down the stretch for Vitality if they want to keep fighting for this map, if they want to have a chance of closing this out in 2 maps and avoid Inferno altogether. This is a big round for them to take.
Alu out in the yard, and Aerial going down to ZywOo. That was in Mini, I think. So probably, I guess, the door being open?
No, that was ZywOo outside.
Oh, it was outside.
He shoulder peeked at Mini, which seems to be a peek you don't need to take, and ZywOo even knows that Alu was there. I think he spotted that, but, you know, maybe it looks like the body were that position. He was trying to push up and get aggressive, delayed into the round. Either way, it backfires. Doesn't work in any way.
Smoke wall a little bit closer there. Does allow them to take a peek up in case anyone's going to get too curious. They've taken a little bit of damage. Apex trying to get down there, and Sergey, who by the way has had a fantastic game so far, thinking about making a look out from heaven. Instead, it's going to be down to the lower bomb side where all the action will be. About 40 seconds left. X7 moving into position. He's hearing a lot of footsteps. In fact, he might as well call in the ready. Everyone is here, and ZywOo, 1 more kill to be picked up. X7, he's just counting the second in his head. He's going to pick up that one, turning around for it. Quick double for him. That's the bomb as well. At about 20 seconds, that's a huge kill, and Alu now showing up. And just like that, Vitality giving up a big lead. X7 crushing every single one of them. Triple on him, and now it's on NBK. And time is running out. He's trying to see if he can get there quick enough. Molotov on one side. NBK ready for it, and he somehow wins it. That is unbelievable. X7 did everything possible to try and get that round back.
He really did. That was such a beautiful play, and he created the opportunity for all of his teammates to get involved as well. Opening up the second front, distracting them in window long enough for Alu to come into play. And NBK, what a saving grace that is. This is so beautiful. The communication can't come quick enough for them to turn inside of the window. And NBK just had both kills available to him. 15 seconds, there's nowhere else for X7 to go, and he funnels him directly into the crosshair, prepared for that peak, and that's the reprieve Vitality needed. 11 to 10 in the favor of ENCE, but they've got a crunch lobby, and they're doing it with pistols, and you can see NBK knows what's up. He knows what likely when you see that kind of a presence in lobby, and he's going to continue fighting. He does add one more, but surely ENCE cannot turn this round.
Well, there's someone on silo. Hold on. Yeah, X7 snuck up there. Apex. Gonna get caught. It shouldn't really matter. Shout out to Queserado. I just still can't get over the fact that that happened, but this time obviously not nearly as dramatic.
No, not nearly as dramatic.
But still a little, you know.
Give him a shout out.
Little homage I was gonna say.
Okay.
7. Ooh.
He does fall. X7 has 22 kills. Sergey has 22 kills as well. Those two players really leading the way for the team. On the other side of things, the French side of things, it's Zywoo with 18 and RPK with 17. A little bit more of a concentrated affair as well. But they've built back into this. 3 in a row now after a rough start to this half. And it's going to be 11 to 11. The last time these two teams played on Nuke, ENCE blanked them on the CT side. So this is much improved Vitality offense that we're seeing here.
It absolutely is, and a problem for ENCE now could definitely be the economy going forward. If they keep losing a couple of rounds like these, saving a rifle here is kind of good, but still, you really, really want to make sure that you don't end up losing this map just because you run out of money, and that's kind of a real scenario, I guess, for both teams right now. But obviously, slightly more in line for this particular map for ENCE, as it is their last chance to stay in the tournament. Let's see. Pretty quick Zywoo, hoping that someone's just going to get careless and take a bit of a peek. Oh, wallbang shot through. It actually looked like he had the right idea shooting back, and
I was going to say, it looked like that was about to hit through the hut, and that would have just been incredible. Another smoke into ramp room, and early damage in the favor of ENCE. It'll be interesting to see. Zywoo's created so much for Vitality on this T side with some of these picks, with his alt play and how patient he's been. It's going to be really interesting to see how he manages with 18 HP. He's kind of forced to be way more passive than he's liked to in previous rounds. But he still needs to be able to find a way to have impact with that AWP. Not always easy with low health on the T side. And Alu, meanwhile, has the off angle.
yeah, Apex not going to be happy about that outside. RPK now trying to get into position, actually playing fairly aggressively and even maybe a little bit carelessly, not checking some of the corners here. Flashbang to set it up. He's around the corner, but Aerial is so ready for that. And that's the bomb down and a complete shutdown of the round here. This is amazing for ENCE, as they're going to be saving every single gun.
I think there was just a mistimed flashbang for Vitality. It looked like RPK wanted to turn that corner in towards Mini. I believe there was a flashbang thrown from the door into Mini, and it just pops right after RPK dies. That's a little bit more coordinated, a little bit cleaner. He might have a chance to get that kill on a blind defender. And then all of a sudden, it's really tough to hold that upper bomb site once Mini and door and hut are all being attacked.
Did you know, Moses, that if you climb the ladder to get up to heaven at that A-bomb site, you can shoot through the wall into the trophy room. It used to be radio room.
Okay. With an AWP or with anything?
With an AWP.
Okay. I still call it radio room.
Yeah, I don't mind that. Let's get radios back in there. Nobody needs those trophies in there.
Aerial with the opening kill, and this defense downstairs. X7 is already here. Molotov to prevent them coming through the window. He hears the footsteps. 3 players. There is one behind him, but he's got enough help from his teammates that he doesn't have to worry too much. We've seen frequently you can get spam from this position, from that door opened up and just spray through, but like I said, X7's teammates got his back, and this is looking like a very solid defense. Although NBK can make it expensive, it's looking like a loss, and it's looking like all the money is going to be taken away from the French team.
Yeah, so a little bit of danger being presented at one point there, but they save 3 rifles on the end side, and that is kind of enough to continue the streak here. It's 13 to 11 overall, and they are 3 rounds away from getting us to Inferno.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like that. Calculated luck.
If you get good enough, you can make your own luck. Isn't that how it works?
Didn't Two-Face say that right before he turned evil?
I think so. I take
Right.
a lot of my
So here we go.
my lessons in life
From the villains.
from Batman movies. Yeah. Sergey up top, and well, but he's just the king up here, isn't he? King of the hill.
14-11. ENCE regain control. Just a brief moment of losing their grasp of this defense, but they've got it right back. 3 in a row for themselves. And in a pretty commanding lead in of 3 rounds, and in a good position to force that third map, force us on to Inferno. This is much different look of events than we saw on the opening map on Overpass. If you're not loading up, there are 2 streams today as well, by the way. If you are a viewer and you had no idea, there is a second stream going on with some other matches of a different group. It is Big versus MIBR. Big up 1 map to nothing. However, on map 2, MIBR is up 14-4.
Ooh.
So if you would like to watch that game, it is here. We're at twitch.tv/_CS. Twitch.tv/ESL_CSGO, and then for the B stream, and you just had a B to the end of things.
That's easy. Everyone can figure that out. X7 goes down, and that was just a freak opening by NBK, followed up with Alu going down to Saiwu. This is exactly how you want sort of a random B round to start. Don't really have to. All you have to do now is not throw it away. Just make sure you get this one done. Saiwu ready for that. Very careful round here out of Vitality. Did he run into Sergey? And again, he's really been stepping it up. 27th kill, that one for him. Do you want to say that while I do like watching MIBR play, I've got some interest in them playing well at the moment.
You do have a skin in the game.
It would also be a lot of fun to see Big in front of the German audience. That could make a big difference, I think.
That was wild last year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The nice thing about Cologne, though, is it doesn't matter who's on the stage. It's going to be crazy no matter what, as we've seen each and every single year.
Another team that I think has never made it.
Mouse Sports.
Mouse Sports, yeah. And they've had a fair few chances, and they've actually played well in every other tournament that leads up to this, and then this one is the one where they just can't really do it. So it feels like that's about time too. Sergey and Ariel obviously electing to save, and looks like they're not going to be found even close to. So that will be round number 12 on the board for Vitality, and the money is pretty good. There's like 10,000 on Sergey there. He's in fact rich.
It's NBK who's been involved in most of the opening duels in this game so far. He's won 6 and he's lost 6, so he's been involved in 12. For Zaiwu, he's won 3 and he's lost 2. Surprising to see NBK involved so much on the entries, but fair play.
I mean, if you're going to entry like that, then fair play. What's Bun saying?
Whoever wins this series, and that means, you know, the brackets and everything, has a great chance to run the lower bracket.
Oh.
That's what he was saying.
Well, we'll see if Chad is going to be right about that.
Ooh, NBK needs this kill, and he's got the position. He's got the scope. Oh, yeah, X7. I mean, they talked about so much the AUG, and obviously, and I mean, the Krieg, the changes and everything like that, and you could just see the superiority, and especially without with the AUG nerf making it tougher to fight back as well. NBK seems to have his number at ramp room, and he's loving taking that fight.
Sneaking down, not even checking anything, just slowly making his way down, looking for the follow-up. And if he would have got that, that could have very well been the round. Now instead, they're kind of scattered all over the place, and Ariel and Sergey are just going to shut it down. Here's Saiwu, but there's so many people on the other side, he can't make it through. That is going to be round number 15 for ENCE. One more, and we're going to go to Inferno. I was going to say, if they'd made this work, there would have been back-to-back rounds where NBK open up towards ramp. I wondered if maybe Vitality could have, like, if they could have actually tried to say, okay, maybe the third round, they put 2 in ramp, and then we can, you know, exploit that by doing something else. But now that they kind of lose it, maybe that's less effective.
I think the interesting thing would be in this round if they decided to put an AWP on Alu and just throw the AWP in ramp. And just say, all right, NBK, bring it on.
Yeah.
You know?
No, that could be true. Yeah, ENCE could make that adjustment too.
Yeah, they haven't gone that route. It seems like they're fine with the 5-rifle setup, especially perhaps understanding the money situation for Vitality has been thrown for a loop. Zaiwu is going to have the AWP. There is going to be a Krieg on the field. That's in the hands of NBK. Couple pistols, though, or at least one on Alex. RPK will be able to get the AK-47. And we're going to have a slight tech pause as there was a computer crash during freeze time, so no worries. We just get to chill and soak in the moment.
Yeah, and again, Inferno deciding map. Everybody loves that.
Yeah, it's so, so beautiful. I've had some phenomenal Inferno games recently.
And besides, with someone like Saiwu in the server, AWPing on Inferno gets so crazy when you've got people who are who don't mind the close range AWPing.
Well, and for me, his perhaps most iconic play that I think of when I think of Saiwu is that sequence from Summit of him just rushing up Banana, leading the way with the AWP and getting like 4 kills. And it's like, oh, all right, well, here we are.
Yes, you are entering.
Makes sense why everyone's excited to watch this guy play.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the other crazy thing, isn't it? It's not even that long that we've even been saying his name. Now we can't stop.
Well, he had that like legend built around him before he even really got in a team that he was going to be the next big French star. And obviously now it's panning out to be true. But at the time, it's kind of like, yeah, we've heard this one before. Let's see him play first.
Yeah, do it on LAN.
And I think we all kind of watched him play, and very quickly we're just like, yep, that's something special.
Yeah,
They were right this time.
Does convert you pretty quickly, doesn't it, when you see it? You're like, all right.
RPK, this is your boy. That's your favorite.
Well, I really do like watching RPK play, and I'm glad this is fine. I'm glad that he's got like those 18 kills. That's okay. I don't really need him to be the star fragger. I actually just want him there for the consistency. And then I think in some of those Vitality games lately, that's what's been missing a little bit. So let's have the RPK stay this way, then I'm all fine with it.
Sergey, on the other hand, having one hell of a game, 28 kills for him. He's been playing very well, 104 ADR as well. And I mean, another one of those guys that was kind of pegged very early on to be the star of his region. And I think one of the most fascinating thing about ENCE and how well they played is that it didn't seem like they needed him to be that big time star. Like he was there, he had his great games, but everyone, especially at the major, across the board just had an upswing in their individual play.
Yeah, he's playing remarkably well. His aim is crazy when you see it sometimes, like when he's just got, he's got one of those natural things going on. MBK needs to, does need to wake up a little bit. There's like a little bit of yawning going on there.
It happens. He's just bored. He wants to get back into the action.
Can't really blame him.
Also
maybe needs a little bit of game fuel, Moses.
Yeah, go bring him one. Get down there.
I don't know. It's quite far away, isn't it, to the venue? We'll
count it as your gym time for the day. You can take a picture when you get there. Thumbs up. Game fuel in one hand.
If it's more than 2 kilometers, I actually haven't even tried to run that, so I don't know if I can. But I probably can. But
I think you could. I have faith.
Yeah, it's become easy. I just don't want to do it because of my knee. But
yeah, you do have the knee thing.
Yeah, I'm trying not to mess that up as best as I can.
It would be really interesting to see if the team, how deep the team who wins this series can go in this event. As we can kind of discuss Sponge's tweet a little bit, because he's right. These are 2 of the best teams in the world. Whoever wins this, you would have to imagine, would be favorites in some of those matchups.
I love discussing Sponge social media. It's one of my favorite things, in fact.
Yeah, it's been a good time lately.
But yeah, I mean, for my money, yeah, that makes sense. That I actually do agree with him that there's a big chance that they could really make it far after this.
Well, think about it too. Remember, Liquid, they lost? Was it in France? They lost the first game. They lost their first best of 1 group stage game, and they had to go through the lower bracket run. And just the sheer amount of games and best of 3s that is can just be exhausting over the course of a week. And obviously, plenty of chances for a stumble, for a pitfall.
Nobody likes that. Well, no one's got the headsets off. That's always a good sign, It means they're still locked in, focused. No one's really given up.
No one's standing just yet.
No one's standing yet. What's the money like? Oh God, this is the problem though, isn't it? For Vitality, they kind of need to win 3 rounds in a row, almost with, they're just gonna have to fight rifles pretty much almost the whole way through. That's a little bit rough. Now, RPK is back in the server, so that's good news.
I was gonna say, it's not as dire as I actually thought it was gonna be. RPK's got 4,300, so he's gonna buy, I don't even think they need to restart. He's in with his money.
Yeah.
He'll be able to buy an AK-47. Zaiwu's got an AWP in this round. NBK has the Krieg. Apex is a little bit diminished with the Galil. Alex, very diminished with the Deagle, but we know that can get, do work with maybe just 1 fortunate kill. What they're really hurting on is utility.
Here we go.
It's all down to this. Can Vitality win 3 in a row? Force us to overtime and challenge to take this series in 2 maps, or will ENCE bring us to Inferno? Alu's going to be cautious with that entry. Molotov down to stop any kind of fast play.
Well, we're going to find out right now. So far, there's been a lot of opposition here on the ENCE side, the second half, especially Sergey, who has just been rock solid. We've seen some pretty good kills out of X7 as well, though he did get shot down in the ramp room a couple of times, but now he's actually so far back, he's not even in the ramp room, and he's giving that up all the way. Vitality trying to get outside. Flashbang gonna slow them down, no one peeking behind it, but the double push out of Secret. Oh, this could really catch them, couldn't it?
I was gonna say there's already 2 players in lower, and even if they went down, that would be dangerous. There's only 1 player watching this aerial. He's not gonna clear the angle. This is a good chance. That's a fight you want in Apex. Misses the opportunity. That's the Galil, not the precise weapon that you really, really want in that scenario. And Apex is gonna be frustrated.
Yeah, but especially because it felt like he had a full hour to do that. Now, Aerial is going to be going down, but only after getting the kill. And there was a second player there all along. And I don't see any way out of this. There's 45 seconds. The bomb is out there as well. NBK gets a kill, but he's alone. 1 versus 2, and he's going to get shot down. And we're going to go to map number 3, ladies and gentlemen. 16-12 in favor of ENCE, the Finnish team. Bring it back. And they are still fighting to stay in the tournament.
Yeah, 5-1 run to close out that map. That is a good recovery to keep this series alive. And still trying to prove they're one of the best teams in the world. And Vitality trying to prove that they've earned their spot there just recently. We're heading to Inferno right after the break.